Hiller Road. Stay in the middle lane. At the next light, turn right. At the light, turn right onto Hiller Road. In 2.5 miles, turn left onto Old Orchard Trail. onto Old Orchard Trail.
97.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River.
In 1.7 miles, turn left onto Pontiac Trail.
It's Ken Barkley filming for Nick Costos. Let's take a look at the pro football futures market. Focusing on win totals, Kansas City has the highest win total in the league, over under 12.5. Further down, I see value in over 6.5 wins for Jacksonville, mostly because of turmoil in the division. Just in the last month, we've had Indianapolis potentially lose their starting quarterback for week 1. Then in Houston, we aren't sure if their starting quarterback is going to play at all this season. It seems more and more likely he won't. Who's the beneficiary of all that? Jacksonville. A first-year iconic head coach and a potential star rookie quarterback help a lot too. I think they have a more competitive year than people expect.
That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
If you have received just one unemployment check in 2021, you may now get free health insurance. That's right, free health insurance. And it would be a fantastic health insurance plan with low deductibles, low co-pays, very little max out of pocket, as well as a very low cost for prescription. This new policy was just introduced in July of 2021, and it will not last long. So call now at 877-734-2200 or go to nvphealth.com. And remember, Mike Papura National Benefit Plans would like to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime.
Protect yourself from the COVID variants by getting fully vaccinated. Discover the vax at michigan.gov/COVID vaccine.
Staples Connect has everything for school at amazing prices. Now, Staples 2-pocket paper folders are just 15 cents. And comp books, 24-pack Crayola crayons, and 8 packs of Pep Rally No. 2 pencils are 50 cents each. You won't just be ready for school, you'll be Prepared Parent of the Year ready.
I just want to thank my family and Staples for making this possible.
Visit your local Staples or staples.com/back-to-school and get more than ready for school. Ends 8/21. Limit 30 except no limit on pencils. Pocket folder offer in-store only.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up, there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And snack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. And engines that
At the next light, turn left.
Yes. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let VCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective
At
VCI
the
Bath
light,
& Shower
turn
family of
left
products
onto
has what you
Pontiac
need.
Trail.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month, or no interest, no payments for 18 months. That's right. Get the bathroom of your dreams now and pay for it in 2022. Call 1-800-449-1387 for a free no-obligation price quote. That's 1-800-449-1387. When you want quality bathroom products at a great price, it's got to be BCI Bath & Shower. That's
At the next light, turn right.
1-800-449-1387.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Papura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nvphealth.com.
There are no sweeter sound. It's got a chance. Hear the game. Here. Let's go. All the play-by-play all season is on 97.1 The Ticket and the Odyssey app. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
At the light, use the right lane to turn onto Orchard Lake Road.
Ticket, Jamie Samuelson night at Comerica Park. Baseball gods are listening. Miggy tonight, please. By the way, you want to bet on that game? Looking for the competitive edge where you place your next bet? Check out
Turn
the
right.
BetQL Network, available on the Odyssey mobile app and website, which is betqlnetwork.com. You got wagertainment for every fan morning, afternoon, and night.
In 3.4 miles, turn left onto Northwestern Highway.
Streaming right now on Odyssey. Reasons to believe, one-stop shop for betting info, betting angles throughout the day. Visit the BetQL Network, the Odyssey app. latest tips on games you want to bet on. I guess, yeah, you could have bet on Summer League. Summer League's over. So, this is 179-78 yesterday. No Kate Cunningham, no Killian Hayes, no Sekou, no a lot. Luka Garza 21-15. The same so the Motor City Crew is going to have an interesting thing. The question is whether guys like Sekou are going to be able to. I think his days, as they say in the old, movie Animal House, his days are numbered.
He's the longest tenured Pistons, Tony. Yes, I think he's going to be. I don't think he's part of the future.
No, and I know, Casey did such a great job with Siakam when he had him in Toronto, and that's always what the comps have been. I've not seen it so far from Sekou Doumbouya. All right, another young player is Cade Cunningham, obviously the number one pick in the draft, who I thought handled himself both on the floor and off the floor. Terrific in Las Vegas. Didn't play the last 2 games, but his play on the floor got better with each game. Second pick of the draft, Jalen Green. Houston Rockets played really well in his 2 games before he had a hamstring situation, which who knows if that's true or not, because a lot of these guys weren't playing the last 2 or 3 games. But Jalen Green made some interesting news yesterday, didn't he?
Well, yeah, I'm sure people have seen it by now, but if you haven't, he takes a shot at Detroit. There was an article in Yahoo, I think Chris Haynes with the story. He said, I wanted to be the number 1 pick, but as for the location, I didn't want to be in Detroit. He said it would be like going back to the G League bubble. Stepping outside in Detroit, there's not many things you can do like that. You just stay in the gym and go back to your apartment.
Well, I don't know how long he was here, number 1, to feel that way. And I also don't know, and maybe we'll find out later, did he come to this realization before he was picked?
Well, before he was picked, he said he likes Detroit.
Yeah.
Before he was picked, he insinuated that Detroit was a place he wanted to be. Now, maybe it was just about being number 1. Remember, this is the same guy who on draft night said, I want to win Rookie of the Year, I want to get a max contract, me.
Yeah.
So for everybody who is playing this game, we want Cade in Detroit. How do you feel now? Because you talk about Cade Cunningham, who is I want to embrace Detroit, I want to be here, I want to do things the right way, I want my teammates to get better, I want this team to win, as opposed to Jalen Green, who's like, Detroit's basically a bunch of cornfields and nothing to do. What am I supposed to do in Detroit? He's clearly never been here very long.
No. Look, I'm not trying to defend him, but a lot of times people who are from here...
In 1 mile, turn left onto Northwestern Highway.
They believe that Detroit has been disrespected all the time. Detroit versus everyone, right? And he comes from an area that is similar. Fresno, California, where even in its own state, people like Fresno, we got LA, we got San Francisco, San Diego, what's Fresno? So, and the crime rate in Fresno, the murder rate is very high. It's a similar type of, upbringing to a certain extent. So I get that chip on the shoulder. But let me tell you something, Mr. Green. You're going to Houston. And I don't know, I've been to Houston. It's a nice city. I'm not saying it's not better than Detroit, but right now, do you really want to go to a city where you have to worry about, I don't know, hurricanes and massive heat and, I don't know, a lot of voting regulations that probably aren't what you are personally
Go past this light, then use the left 3 lanes to turn onto Northwestern Highway.
That certainly are not going on in Michigan. And don't have to worry about natural disasters here so much.
Well, Stoney, you look at
Turn
it.
left.
Detroit's got its problems. We know Detroit's got its problems. Every city does. But yeah, you're right. This dude's going to be playing in Houston with the unbearable heat, where you walk in a constant sweat. That is the state of Houston, is a state of sweat.
Yes.
It is so humid down there. When it sprinkles, by the way, the whole city floods. The city is sinking into the ground year by year. It is the largest swamp in the United States.
It is incredible.
That's where he's playing. So let's not throw shots at Detroit when you're going to be
exactly.
playing down in a swamp for your career.
Yeah. Look, I just think he has a chip on his shoulder because he wasn't number 1.
And then you
In
start factoring
8.5
down
miles,
Houston, the
take
bugs,
exit
the
14C
snakes.
onto
Houston is one of
M39
those
and
places
Southfield
where it's
Freeway.
a cockroach paradise. So on second thought, it's actually perfect for Jalen Green. Perfect for him.
Oh, wow. He's a cockroach.
Well, what do you call this fake mentality that he... Honestly,
watching interviews with, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Suggs before the Summer League game, and the attitudes and the stuff that was coming out of those guys, brains and mouths, was really refreshing, as opposed to this guy. And now look, this guy's, I'm not going to call him names or anything like that, like you call him a cockroach, basically.
I didn't call him a cockroach. I said he would fit in.
Stay in the left 2
cockroaches
lanes.
down in Houston, of which they are one of the leaders in cockroaches in the country.
You gotta get Pacino from Scarface saying cockroach.
Cockroach.
And bring him up, we can play that cockroach.
The bottom line is going to keep playing. I mean, that's what I think most people care about. I mean, I believe if Jalen Green turns out to be a better player than Cade Cunningham, even though Cade Cunningham probably might be a better citizen, I don't think people are going to say, well, boy, I'm glad we got Cade Cunningham because he's a great citizen. But, hey, Jalen Green's a better player.
Stoney, this is why it matters. I think Cade's going to be the better player.
That's fine.
But here's why it matters, even in the world where Jalen Green is, let's say, just a little better. Jalen Green's not signing a contract with the Detroit Pistons. Jalen Green's going to play out a rookie deal, and then he's going to leave because Detroit is a wasteland in his estimation. There's nothing to do here. So he would play his 4 years here, and he'd go, I'm from California. I want to go somewhere that's a real city. That's how he feels about Detroit. Now we find out how he feels about it.
I tend to agree with you, but there's always, I'm sure there's a lot of people who come and play here in other cities who, oh God, I mean, I've been here for a few years and they fall in love with it for some reason. I mean, it's not, an NBA job, but when I moved here, I never thought I'd be here for 36 years or whatever the hell it's been.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, I mean, you fall in love with the area.
Look at Calvin, and now he's stayed here.
Yeah.
He's just established himself here. You know what? So last Monday, was when Rieger said, the Pistons made a mistake after one game. Well, he had one mark against him already when he, made the comment about his max contract and getting to it. So that was Mark 1. Mark 2 is just that Cade recovered on the court, and it looked to me, when you sum up Summer League, that the Pistons, at least for now, have made the better pick. And now you have this comment. So I'm curious if the pro-green people out there are still pro-green, or have they even backed off a little bit based on what's transpired?
It depends what they value as far as the, stuff on the court as opposed
Yeah,
to...
but Detroiters don't like me guys.
I know.
And this guy is coming off as a me guy. I mean, look at him. From the way he plays, it's score.
Right.
And then also the comments that he's made now. That's his 2 marks.
I am very pleased with Cade Cunningham. I wouldn't have it any other way, and I'll stick by that, like a lot of people would. But sometimes I get involved in this too. We get so, I don't know the correct word, upset when we always feel like we're being slighted.
I'm just using his words.
I know. I'm not saying it's made up, but it's like we whoever's going to be the better player is the most important thing. Todd Langorian, you're 97 on the ticket.
Todd, good morning.
Todd, call us back when you wake up. Dimitri in Southfield, you're 97 on the ticket.
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. I just want to say that I supported David Green and before the draft, and I'm not bothered by these comments at all. These kids, they're 19 years old, and I mean, Jalen Green is speaking his mind. He was going to learn about all that. And Cade Cunningham, you don't really know his character as much as people would like to assume that they can read people's minds and think. And Cade Cunningham is a great teammate and great human being. You don't know if he's being real, if he's fake, if he just wants to get paid. You have no idea what's on the kid's mind. What would bother me about Jalen Green is if he averaged 4 turnovers, 4 fouls in 25 minutes against people that ain't going to be in the league. If he shot 42% in the summer league, if he averaged 2 assists a game and he's supposed to be your point guard, all those things would bother me. Jalen Green just completely exploded in summer league, and people are trying to pick on his character and insulting him, calling him names. Who's the immature one if you're calling a 19-year-old a cockroach?
Well, I'm just using his words against him. It's really funny,
what are
Dimitri.
you? He's a cockroach. What are you?
Well, Dimitri, I'm at least going to be who I am. He's two-faced. He's a
Compared to him,
phony.
you're
No.
a loser.
Well, Dimitri, he's a
Dimitri,
phony.
why is he a loser? Come on. Why is he
Why
a
is
loser?
Jalen Green a cockroach?
Because
he
he's
makes some
a
disparaging
flake.
comments.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing here, Dimitri?
Because you wanted Cade Cunningham and you think you might be wrong?
No.
On the court, Mateen Cleaves.
Okay, Dimitri.
Please, yeah, that's
what
a
I
brilliant comment.
What I would tell you is I have zero regret.
Dimitri calls him 5 years when you're wrong.
No, I have zero regret about the Cade Cunningham pick. In fact, I have been consistent on that following the first Summer League game, the second Summer League game, where, by the way, he crossed up Jalen Green, picked his
At the
pocket,
light,
took him the
turn
other
right
way,
onto
and made him look like a
Tyler
little boy. That's what I remember about that Summer League game. You can remember all the points he scored at the free throw line or when Cade wasn't on the floor. You can choose to remember that. If we want to talk about Cade assist numbers, let's point out that in Cade's second preseason game against those Rockets, Cade's starters went 1 of 13 from 3.
miles. Turn
That's
right
been
onto
a big
Patton
problem
Street.
going back to his Oklahoma State days. If we're going to be intellectually honest about this and not call in to defend the guy we liked in Jalen Green, we would honestly evaluate Cade Cunningham's game and say the dude's really, really good.
Right. Jalen Green is really, really good, too. Okay? I don't disagree with Dimitri on that. However, I mean, come on. I mean, Cade Cunningham is legit.
I thought it was a little strong, Jim, to go with cockroach. You're entitled to your.
I said,
and I think you're also doing it for entertainment purposes. That you probably.
Tom, what's it called when you say I want to be in Detroit and then you don't get your way and you come out and say, actually, Detroit's no good anyway. I wouldn't have wanted to be there. It would have been boring and dull. What is that called?
Selfish D-bag.
Okay, so you use that one. I make the analogy: Houston, number 2 city for cockroaches in America. Number 2 pick Jalen Green's playing down there.
I love it. I'm just giving you crap. And Dimitri's the kind of guy that's never going to admit he's wrong about it.
Right. I mean,
he's always going to say that Jalen Green was the pick. Blah blah blah.
When Mateen Cleaves gets into the conversation, you lose all credibility.
I mean, that's
Todd Blake Orion, what's up?
Good morning, guys. And I agree with you that 5 years from now, 2 years from now, anybody's going to care really who's the better player and what team has more success. But you just brought up being intellectually honest. Let's be honest. Your argument for the Detroit side loses faith. Detroit just lost 10% of its population in the last census. And if it's so great here, why are people leaving? I mean, if you're going to base your criteria on
In half a
intellectual
mile,
honesty,
turn right onto
again,
Patton
the
Street.
census numbers came out last week. Detroit lost 75,000 people. If it's so awesome here, why are people leaving?
Todd, can I ask you a question? Why did the surrounding
No.
communities... No.
You said you
Todd,
wanted to
I'll
make
explain it.
your
No,
decision
Todd.
on facts and intellectual honesty.
Okay, Todd.
The numbers bear that it isn't that great here, or people wouldn't be leaving.
The surrounding communities all grew. It's not like people just out and out left the Metro Detroit area.
You lost people too.
I understand
The state of
that,
Michigan
Todd.
lost people
I
as well.
understand that,
That's
Todd.
fact. That's not your opinion. Those are facts.
Todd, people left Detroit. Yes, that is factual from the census
And they've
data.
been leaving Detroit for the last 50 years and massive
It is actually
numbers.
7
That's a
decades, if you
fact.
want to be factually honest. It's 7 decades of decline for the city of Detroit's
Exactly.
population.
It's a staggering
Todd.
number of people have left. Staggering.
Yes.
All right, well, let's get to the comments here, though, Todd, real quick. Do you agree with his comments that he says that Detroit's like a G League bubble and there's nothing to do here?
Hey,
My comment is this. If you live in Detroit, you love Detroit. If you live in Houston, you love Houston. But the reality bears out that Houston is a better place to live. And it's bared out in any way that isn't opinion-based.
How come
In
you don't
fact,
live
I'm
there?
bad. What?
Why don't you live there, Todd? If it's so much
my
better.
family's here. My family's here. I value my family over I value the number of dollars in my pocketbook or my checkbook.
Good answer.
But
That's
the
why I'm
point
here,
is,
too.
If it's so great here, why are people leaving? If it's so awesome, why do people every year are there less every day?
I think the metropolitan area here is spectacular.
Hey, you don't know. The facts bear out.
Hold on, Todd.
Every 10 years.
Turn right onto Patton
Have a
Street.
conversation.
Then the
Stop yelling.
destination is
I
on
said
your
I
right.
think the metropolitan area here is wonderful. That's why I love it here. Okay? That's
Oh,
all
but you
I'm
don't like Detroit? No,
I
you love the suburbs, but you don't love Detroit.
I didn't say that. I'm going to
Arrived.
You
No, I
said that
didn't.
the suburbs are growing, the city's leaving, but we're not going to count the city. We're going to count how great the suburbs are.
I didn't say I didn't like Detroit. I go to Detroit a lot for games, for restaurants, for things like that. I live in the suburbs. I grew up in the suburbs of Philadelphia. It doesn't mean I didn't like Philadelphia because I lived in the suburbs. God, get a clue. It's not that hard. 97 won the ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit.